So, Ann, you'll enjoy that Jaws DVD. It's right up your alley.
Yes. You wanted to talk about the Jaws exhibit at Universal Land? How lame is the Universal Studios tour Jaws thing? The whole tour is
the whole
lame.
tour blows.
Yes. You get on these trams if you've never done this. I think everyone's done it at some point in their life. If you've ever been to California, or what's even worse than the California one, at least the California one, I think they actually used some of the sets.
I don't even believe that.
The
car, like the car from Back to the Future. Yeah. That's
no, that obviously isn't the one that was.
Oh
used.
yeah, that's the Blues Brothers car. Yeah, I believe that.
No, on the Universal lot, they did have Leave It to Beaver's house,
right,
in California. Now, I think, Steve, do you know anything about that?
What, the Universal? I took that tour actually last October. So
in California or Florida?
In California, yeah.
Okay, and I think a lot of those sets
are legit?
Were used, or...
Sure. They got like the Facade from, Psycho.
Yeah, they got the Psycho
with the little motels down below and stuff.
Facades. It's not like these full-blown houses.
No, it's just the front. Oh, and boy, the tram driver doesn't let you forget that.
These, of course, are called facades. As we drive around the back of the house, you'll notice that, oh, look, no walls. I guess June Cleaver couldn't get dressed in here. Which means false front facade. And now the Jaws exhibit. Look, and here we are in the lovely town of Amity. There it is. And look, there's the fisherman out there. You catch anything? Oh, my God, what's happened to him? His boat turned over, and he didn't even move. His legs didn't flail or nothing. He just turned right over and still holding his fishing pole. Then he got sucked into the water. Oh, my God. Oh, and we're heading right for him in our tram. Gee. We're really scared because you can see Jaws' head. You see the shark's head right under the surface of the water, not moving until that big machine behind him pushes him right towards our tram. Those of you to the left might want to get your cameras ready for this very spontaneous opportunity.
It wasn't even working the day we went.
No.
The tram just kind of drove by. The limp Jaws just sitting there. Out of the water, it's like, oh, great.
Now we're turning down New York Street, which is an exact replica of New York City.
Sure. Not even close.
An exact replica.
Where are the Nigerians?
The funny thing is, Rick was one of the tour guides at Universal Studios. He used to do that. Do you remember any fun lines?
Yeah.
Okay, here. I got to hear some of the real lines.
How many times a day did you have to do this?
5 times a day.
5 times a day.
Basically once an hour.
25 times a week.
All the roofs loaded on the tram. Let's hear. Okay, let me get in the mood.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sitting in the tram.
I'm sitting.
Universal Studios. I've been in a hot line for like 2 hours waiting with screaming kids, and I'm finally on the tram.
And here's Rick to entertain us.
And what kind of fun?
Cast your mind. We're in California.
Okay, we're in California.
Oh, my God.
Come on, Rick. You remember. Yeah, take that off so it's more like it was.
All right, welcome aboard the Universal Studios Hollywood Supertramp presented by Texaco.
You dick! The Supertramp presented by Texaco, is it? Universal Studios tour guide. I'm your tour guide, Rick. Did you say that? Come on, give it to us. I love it.
No, I wasn't a tour guide. It was a studio guide. I'm Rick. I'm going to be your studio guide, and Bob here's your driver. Give us to the horn, Bob.
I'm so excited to be here. This is great. I got my camera ready. I want to hear everything our studio guide Rick has to say. Okay, so don't be talking. I got my disposable camera ready, and I want to see the Psycho house.
I'm on my honeymoon.
5 Points, Texas.
What? What
As we come up through 5 Points, Texas, you'll notice that the doors on one side of the street appear to be larger than the doors on the other side of the street.
Why is that?
Well, that's because back in the 20s and 30s, when they were making a lot of westerns, some of the actors weren't as tall as they should have been to portray these actors.
This is the speed. And you sit there like, oh, this is ponderous, epic ponderous.
And, of course, if you ever see one fly through one of those windows, don't worry, because they can can pick it up and eat it because those windows are made with sugar.
Do we have the bus sound over there somewhere?
Get it.
Where's the bus sound, Rick? I got to get the whole thing. I'm almost feeling it. Like I was there. This is
That's
great.
amazing that he remembers that. I'm starting to have flashbacks.
Yeah, I'm remembering the whole thing.
Okay, Pookie.
Dude, it was horrible. Horrible.
All right, let's pull away now from the Western Street. Here we go. In our little tram.
And as we pull away from 5 Points, Texas,
Don't laugh.
we'll be coming up on a small town you might know as Amity.
Now the music would start, right?
Yeah, then we have
we would have a little thing with a soundtrack so you could play different music for different sections.
Right,
yeah.
right. So you go through Amity.
And we see Bob. Hey, Bob, how's the fishing today? Uh-oh, there goes Bob.
That's it.
Oh, the chinks would eat this up.
They'll snap and think, oh, it's Jaws.
Well, as we make our way around, we'll let somebody know that Bob's having a problem. Oh, what was that? Then the shark comes up.
And starts, like, chomping at the side of the thing
Right.
with water spewing out.
Yeah, I remember that.
But then it's real believable when Jaws backs up.
Yeah. If you look behind you, you see Jaws backing up into his original position. Now, what about maybe the Battlestar Galactica portion? Did they have that? The little tunnel?
Yeah, what else do you remember?
Oh, the tunnel.
Oh, the tunnel, yeah.
Actually, we more or less talked about it as it was the... you might remember this tunnel from the $6 Million Man when he ran after Bigfoot.
And you know that wasn't the tunnel they used. It's been on that damn tram ride. And then the...
King Kong. The King Kong ride.
Part, right?
They had the earthquake, too, with the...
Wasn't that with King Kong? The whole...
King Kong was on there, too. You come into the studio, they open up the doors, and then it closes behind you. Now we're in New York.
Tell us about the flood that comes down the hillside. And then the water opens up from the Ten Commandments.
All right, well, the flood is earthquake.
Right.
All right. So we pull into stage 54, I think.
Yes.
Which was a two-story stage. One of its kind.
There we go.
And as we pull in...
Are you stoned, Mr. Guide Man? You're laughing an awful lot. My young son here is saying you're stoned.
Well, don't worry, Hiroki. This thing will get very, very interesting in a minute.
Okay.
As you see, they've been doing some filming here. That's why you see some of the sets that have been set up. And
that was always a line of crap, too.
Yeah,
They would never film on the tram line, would they? That's retarded.
Actually, no, they did do filming for, like, what was the Beverly Hills Cop 3?
Yeah.
The real bad one?
Yeah.
When you see, like, the Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be on the tour. So, of course, it was going to be filmed up. But none of them actually. I remember the first time I was on it, they go, and look, running in the background, that's Rock Hudson for his show McMillan and Wife. Like, what? I didn't see crap. Hudson. There's Peter Falk filming Columbo here at Universal.
So now we're in the earthquake stage.
Yes.
And that's when the doors close. You know, this is where we're doing some filming today. What was that?
Oh.
That was just a little rumble. Those are tremors. We get those all the time in California.
A clever ruse.
Yeah, because then all of a sudden it becomes like this big shaking thing. The truck from the top comes down.
Yes, and bursts into flames.
Right. And then the water comes and it floods it all out. And it's like, driver, get us the heck out of here.
Oh, the heck, because you can't curse. Wouldn't you just be like, oh, my God! Oh, my God!
Holy ass.
They were telling you can't do that because some of the people will actually freak out.
Oh, you should have done that. Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't fake. Please get out of the tram and run towards the flaming truck that just fell and all the working machinery. Run for your life, Hiroshi.